Chapter 6. I drove home from the hospital in silence. My normal routine of listening to a podcast or relaxing music felt inappropriate after the case with Chloe. All I wanted to do was think about what I could have done better and imagine a different outcome than I knew she faced. Since I was alone in the car, there was no one to call me out on my conclusion. There's nothing I could have done differently. The hemorrhage sealed her outcome. It felt good to say it out loud, but knowing it and feeling it are different. I still felt like a failure to Chloe and her parents. What good is it to be a doctor if I can't fix the things that cause the most suffering? That freaking drug seeker is fine every time he comes in and suffers no ill effects. My steering wheel was the closest inanimate object, so I slammed it with my open palm. It's not fair. She had her whole life ahead of her. I parked in the driveway and entered the house quietly, trying not to wake up Erin. "Hey, honey, welcome home. I have a dinner plate for you in the fridge. Want me to heat it up?" Addison was still up and wrapped her arm around me as she offered me a late dinner. I hugged her back, reaching for her right arm with mine, but failing as she pulled it away. "Nope, that's my wine. I'll pour you a glass, though." She was too smart for me. "Just fill yours up again and hand me the bottle." Uh-oh. What happened? Got called into another hospital meeting? No. I had a rough case. A young girl came in with a new onset seizure. Turns out she's had a brain tumor that bled and she's probably going to die. Oh no. That's terrible. The poor girl and her family, she added. Of course she'd think of the parents. Who wouldn't put themselves in the situation of hearing about something like that? Yeah, at the point I saw her, I don't think she had any awareness of what was going on. Fortunately, she probably never regained consciousness after the seizure that brought her in. Her parents are going to be devastated. They seemed like such a nice family. I'll send a message to our prayer warriors to get started praying for her, without specifics, of course. Were you able to do anything for her? I put her on the ventilator and got her out of there as quickly as I could. But there's just not much we can do for that at my hospital. Even if this happened in the cafeteria of Pearson, I don't think it would have made any difference. I walked into the family room and sat down on the couch, joined by my wife a moment later, who handed me a glass of water. These cases are so frustrating. I spent my entire adult life learning how to help people, and then I have nothing to offer the ones who need it the most. It just seems pointless some days. Well, it sounds to me like you did several things to help her, and you know that. Unfortunately, not all problems are fixable. Bad things happen. We know that all too well. Yes, we do. And I couldn't even help. My voice broke. It's been years, and I still couldn't finish the sentence without composing myself first. Sarah. My own daughter. It's just not fair. I wish I could do more for my patients. You can't save everyone, Cam. You keep up on the literature, you learn the new techniques. Some things are just beyond our ability to fix them, for now at least. Who knows what you'll be able to do in the future? I know, but I can still hate it. I lifted the wine glass and drained half the contents, then set it on the end table. Alcohol couldn't make me feel better. I needed my wife. I leaned over and rested my head on her lap. She took a sip of wine and ran her hand through my hair. I had fun with Aaron today. He's getting a lot better at basketball. He actually hit several free throws in a row. That's my boy, a true Hoosier. That's great. Wish I could have been there to play with you guys. I'll take you up on that offer of food now, if it's still available.